Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Lahat ng hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat paghusayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa, handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad.
Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad.
mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay, sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap.
Sa mahal kong bayan, ialay nating lahat, tapat na paglilingkod, Taguig ay sasagana, Taguig magmaliwan ang lahat, di ka malilimot. Bayan kong sakay dilag, sa'yo ko nadarama. Taguig ay paunlarin, ang aming hangarin. Bayan kong Taguig, wala kang pagmamalim.
May we call on the players and coaching staff of Bulacan, TF Republicans in the center court. For the Bulacan province team. Bulacan City Hymn to be sang by Mr. Elmer De La Cruz.
Ipagbunyi natin bayang sinilangan, nang magiting na mamayan, mga bayaning nagbuwis ng buhay, hindi malilimot kailanman. Hinahanga ang butyang may kagandahan, mayuyubing para luman, kabalikat ng pamahalaan, karangalan ng Bulacan. Galinangan natin ngayon, galing po magkaisa't magmahalan, magtamayan, habang buhay kabatay nakalaan, pagandog ng kagitingan at pag-asa sa kinabukasan. Pagmalaki natin, tayo'y pang number one sa lahat ng mabuting larangan, kooperatiba at palakasan. kalusugan at kalinisan. Magkapit bisig tayo'y ating ialay, nakamit na tagumpay. Karangalan mo'y walang kapantay, lalawigan ng Bulacan. Ang Bulacan!
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang. Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang, handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte.
We continue our coverage of the opener of the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022 with our main game here at the newly refurbished Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. And it's going to be the home team playing in front of their home fans as the Bulacan DF Republicans open a new conference against their arch-rival, the Taguig City Generals, in this return of the NBL 2022 season. Magandang gabi Pilipinas, I'm Ruben Terrado and we welcome you to our coverage live on Sora Sports as well as on social media for this second game between Bulacan and Taguig. Of course, Bulacan was coming off a runner-up finish in the President's Cup and now they're aiming to reclaim or claim the second conference of the 2022 season. But as you look at the graphic, a lot of new players for this Bulacan Republicans team. Only Christian Necio and Herald Benedictos are a couple of the players that played in the last conference in the championship against Pampanga. But a lot of them, a lot of new faces for this Bulacan Republicans team, coached by no less than the Governor, Honorable Daniel Fernando. On the other side, the Taguig City Generals, they're out to come back from that disappointing performance in the President's Cup. As we look at their roster, solid roster, only a few new faces. Some of the holdovers, Dan Natividad, Harvey Subrabas, Kevin Oliveria, Jonathan Slotok, still in this squad that will be playing here in the Chairman's Cup 2022. Now, before we head over to our match, let's go to the floor.
Ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap
Good afternoon, basketball fans, live at the Bulacan Capital Gymnasium. This is your National Basketball League Pilipinas. Welcome to our main game on this Sunday doubleheader. It is the game between Bulacan DF Republicans versus Taguig Generals. And now let's meet the stars for both teams. First, for the Taguig Generals, Edgar Harvey Subarabas. And at the other guard, Fidel Castro. At forward, Richmond Gilbero. At the other forward, LJ Mayo. And at center, Jonathan Lundok. And now let's meet the starters for your DF Bulacan Republicans. At guard, Christian Nensho. At the other guard, Gabe Capacio. At forward, Kenneth Corongoy. At the other forward, Arvi Humakyo. And at center, number 19, Ivan Santos. Assistant coach for DF Bulacan Republicans, Raymond Borromeo. We would like to call on center court owners and head coach of DF Bulacan Republicans, the coaching staff of DF Bulacan Republicans in the center court, co-team owner architect Romy Cardenas, team manager of Bulacan DF Republicans, together with the NBL executives led by Mr. John Edward Aquino, Vice President for Basketball Operations, and NBL Commissioner, NBL Pilipinas Executive Vice President, Ms. Rose Montreal. This is a moment of silence followed by the sounding of the final buzzer in memory of George Agustin, Troy Justin Agustin, Marby Bartolome, Gerson Resurrection, and Narciso Calayag Jr., who made the ultimate sacrifice helping out during the onslaught of Typhoon Carding, showing their love and dedication to their fellow Bulaqueño. These members of the local government of Bulacan province have become part of the NBL family. And in honor of their memory and servitude to the league and to the province of Bulacan, we offer this moment of silence, followed by a final buzzer to these brave men. A moment of silence. You will be forever in our hearts. Thank you for your service to the province and to the NBL.
All right, let's meet the starters for this matchup. Necio Capacio Santos Carongoy and Javier for the Republicans. For the Generals, Mayo Lonto Castro Gilbero and Subrabas. This is the second game of our NBL doubleheader opener, and it's between the home team, the Bulacan DF Republicans, against the Taguig Generals. I'm Ruben Terrado on the call, live at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium as we see Castro firing from the outside. And Castro with the first 2 points of the matchup. Taguig with an early lead. Necio to Javier. Karongoy now at left against Castro. Karongoy with a drive, loses the leather. Ball will remain with Bulacan. As mentioned in the pre-game, this is a new look Bulacan Republicans. As the likes of Christian Necio and Herald Benedicto, some of the holdovers of Bulacan, the Republicans will no longer have the likes of Marlon Monte, Joseph Celso, and John Cruz for this conference. This is a new look roster for Bulacan under head coach and governor Daniel Fernando. Meanwhile, Capasio, one of the new faces of Bulacan, calling play number 2. Capasio at right. To Javier at the key. They go inside and a steal by Harvey Sobrabas. They go to Castro at right. To Lontok. Fakes a pass. Now this is to Mayo. Deflected. Ball will remain with the Generals. The Generals, the Season 2 champs. And the ball will go to Bulacan. So, my mistake. And now quickly, almost a steal by Mayo. And Taguig with the repossession. Subrabas calls play number 2 against Necio. Subrabas. With 10 on the 24, Lontok. Hand off to Fidel Castro. Castro fires a three-pointer. Short. Rebound by Santos. Necio. On the front court, Necio handoff. We have a foul, offensive foul on Bulacan. And again, Taguig with little changes in their roster. LJ Mayo and Jonas Lontok. Two of their key players from the President's Cup. And again, a sorry campaign for Taguig during the President's Cup because they were ousted by Bulacan, as we see Lontok with the reverse. Taguig was ousted in the semifinals by Bulacan after losing the last 2 games of their best of 3 series. So Taguig and Bulacan have actually developed some sort of a rivalry. As before that victories by Bulacan, as we see this replay, this reverse by Lontok. And before that, 2 victories by Bulacan over Taguig, they have not won. They didn't won against Taguig during their previous outings. As we have a foul and the referees will take a look at the play. A look at Ivan Santos, one of the new players of the Republicans. On your screen, Jeff Lorenzo, also a player from last conference's run that ended with the runner-up finish against the Pampanga Delta. As we see once again the replay, Santos with a shot, but could be a landing spot foul on Jonas Lontok. So that's what they are looking. So a pushing foul called on Jonas Lontok. So we are early in the first. 3 minutes gone by in this game between Taguig and Bulacan. An early matchup between 2 of the contenders in the NBL as Necio completes the layup. First 2 points for Bulacan. Subrabas goes to the left. Mayo now with the ball. The lob inside, deflected, but recovered by Lontok. Mayo with the attack. No look pass. Gilbero. Baseline drive. Ball will remain with the Generals. And now Subrabas will trigger it in. The pass to Castro. The fadeaway shot, air ball. But there's Gilbero, I believe, to clean up the miss. Liwag inside. They go to Lorenzo. No good on the three. Rebound goes to Mayo. Subrabas guarded by Necio. Mayo back to Subrabas to the corner. Gilbero. Mayo. Backdoor play. Gilbero. Bad pass. Capasio. Stops. Capasio inside. Necio stops. To Capasio. The short J for two. And Gabe Capasio with that basket in his first game with the Republicans. They go to Castro at the corner against Lorenzo. Lontok fakes the pass. Lontok at the post. Lontok inside. He fakes. And he misses the shot. Rebound by Christian Necio. Necio on the attack. He scores. And look at the speed of Christian Necio on that play. And he completes it with a lay-in. Subrabas fires a three-pointer off to the right. Mayo saves the possession for Taguig. And now Mayo with a tough reverse layup. Rebound by Liwag. Lorenzo now. The handoff to Capasio. Shoots a three-pointer. It's good! And now the Republicans with the lead. Capasio with 5 in the game. As we see Mayo down. As we watch this shot by Gabe Capasio. Open for that three-pointer. And Lorenzo with the pass. And it seems like Mayo is holding on or favoring his left knee. And Mayo now back on the bench. And he will be replaced by Noel Santos. And a look at the Taguig Generals. Subrabas now calling play. Oh, we have Santos to Gilbero against Capasio. Castro now at the right corner against Lorenzo. Gilbero to Santos against Liwag. They go to Subrabas. 6 on the shot clock. Santos from the corner, too strong. Ball off Lorenzo. And possession will remain with Taguig, but only with 3 on the shot clock. So we are midway in the first period. Our score is 9-6 in favor of the Republicans. And a warning on the Republicans for improper bench decorum. A look at the bench of Bulacan, and again, a lot of new faces in the lineup as we see Lontok shooting that shot. Shot clock violation for Taguig. And again, Bulacan with new faces, and the focus right now for Bulacan, according to their head coach and team governor, Daniel Fernando. And the objective of this season is to develop new homegrown talents, and that's really the focus right now of Bulacan as we see Gabe Capasio with another three. And so far, so good for this new look Bulacan Republicans. They're up by 6 points. Castro from the key, straight away up to the right. Rebound by Bulacan. And Necio loses the leather. Turnover for the Republicans, who are now wearing their new uniforms as we see Gabe Capasio with this three. Capasio with 5 in the game. And again, Capasio, no longer new to NBL basketball. As we see Natividad. to Tansyoko. Missing the three. Loose ball. Who gets it? It's Lorenzo. Lorenzo. He drives. Lorenzo with a tough angle. He scores. And that was a tough shot by Jeff Lorenzo. 8-point lead for this new look Republicans. Tansyoko at the right corner. Tuyasa. Natividad. Passes to Santos. Deflected by a Bulacan defender. Bulacan on the run. Capascio fakes. Capascio scores. What a hot start for Gabe Capascio, who now has 10 points in the game. 10-point lead for the Bulacan Republicans, and Taguig has requested for a timeout as he watched Jeff Lorenzo with this difficult lay-in. And after that, Gabe Capascio completes that pass by Jeff Lorenzo. And Bulacan now up by 10. We have a timeout. A look at the fans supporting the Bulacan DF Republicans, and they have reasons to cheer as their team is now up by 10 points early in the game. This is the second game of our NBL opener. And again, this is the Chairman's Cup 2022, the second conference of the 2022 season. 10-point lead for Bulacan. Taguig calling an early timeout. Sampurna to Santos. Handoff, deflected by Capascio. And now Capascio up to the races. Capascio uses the left hand. And Capascio now with 12 in the game to give the Republicans a 12-point lead. Tansyoko, baseline. Gives it to Sampurna. Screen by Yasa. Sampurna against Liwag. Sampurna, pass to Tansyoko, 6 on the 24. Tansyoko, fadeaway shot, air ball. Sampurna with a putback. And that ends a 14-0 run for the Republicans. And what a move by Giles. Everything but the basket. Capascio short on the three. Rebound by Natividad. Natividad stops. Long two, no. He dishes to Tansyoko. Short on that three-pointer. And Lorenzo directing traffic. Calling play number 1. Capascio at left. And offensive foul on Bulacan. Foul is on Aldrich Liwag for Bulacan. So with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first, Bulacan called for a technical for improper bench decorum. And Natividad now at the foul line. Around and out for Dan Natividad. And Arce now in the game for Bulacan. Again, another new face for the Republicans. Natividad bothered by Lorenzo. Natividad to Yasa. Yasa at the post. Back to Natividad. Long two is good. And Dan Natividad with that jumper, cutting the Bulacan lead to 8. Arce. Against Sampurna. 10 on the 24. Arce at right. Pass to Giles. Drop pass to Liwag. And Aldrich Liwag with the basket and a steal by Medina. Sidestep move. Medina uses the left hand. And a 12-point lead for Bulacan with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first. Santos. Taguig trailing right here. Santos. Around and out. And I think we have a loose ball foul. A look at this play. The drop pass to Liwag for the deuce. We have Lorenzo with the ball for the Republicans. The drive inside. Too strong. Rebound by Yasa. Taguig down by 12. Natividad at the foul line. Sampurna to the post. Noel Santos turns around. Drives. Bounce pass. Sampurna. Nice defense there by Bulacan. Natividad with the ball and a screen by Yasa. Offensive foul. So excellent defense there by the Republicans, and that led to an offensive foul on J.R. Yasa. As we look at the play, Taguig unable to get a clean look at the basket. Arce with the ball against Sampurna. Arce to Giles. He drives the left hand. Around and out. Rebound by Yasa. Sampurna to Natividad. To the corner. Tansyoko to Yasa. Fakes the pass. Yasa with a long two. That's good. And J.R. Yasa returning to Taguig this conference. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Benedicto's now in the game for the Republicans. Arce guarded by Sampurna. Arce loses the leather. Loose ball picked up by Tansyoko. And the ball will be retained by the Republicans with 55.8 seconds left. And meanwhile, Bulacan requests for a timeout. We will take a break. A look at our officials. Our head of basketball operations, Mr. Edward Aquino, and our technical head, Mr. Noy Guevara. As we begin the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022. 55.8 seconds left. Bulacan with a 10-point lead to start off their campaign here in the Chairman's Cup. They go to Sebastian, bothered by two defenders of Taguig. 45 seconds left in the first. Natividad, directing traffic. Sampurna at left against Arce. To the corner, Tansyoko guarded. And we have a whistle. And a foul on Jobert Medina. So check that. Foul is on Benson Sebastian. As we see Sampurna across the lane. And he lays it in. 32.4 seconds left. Giles crosses the timeline. Natividad almost stealing the ball from behind. Benedictos off to the left. Arce saves the ball for Bulacan. Fresh possession for the Republicans. Benedictos with a fake. And a three-pointer, no good for Harold Benedictos. 13 seconds left. Sampurna to Tansyoko. Wide open for three. It's good. And Coco Tansyoko drains that three-pointer. 7 unanswered points for Taguig. 5 seconds left. Arce. 3 seconds. Arce over Sampurna short. And that ends the first. Taguig only down by 5, but a sizzling start for Bulacan thanks to that man, Gabe Capasio. In his Bulacan debut, a hot start for Gabe Capasio as we watch the highlights of Capasio. In the first quarter, 12 points, only missing a shot. And he has drained 2 3-pointers in this ball game for Gabe Capasio, showing the way to give Bulacan a 22-17 lead at the end of the first quarter. We will come back with the second period in just a moment. As we take a look at the tournament format, the single round elimination, 6 teams will advance to the next round. The top two teams will have an outright spot in the semifinals, and then the third ranked teams until the 6th ranked teams will play a quarterfinal round, and the winners will advance to the semifinals, and then we will have a best of 3 championship series. We begin the second quarter with Natividad holding the ball against Benedictos. Natividad fakes the lean-in shot off the glass for 2. And Natividad trims the gap to 3. Javier to Capasio, now back in the game, being bothered by Tansyoko. Across to Nesio. Nesio fires a 3. Too strong. Loose ball picked up by Nesio. We have Benedictos. From the key, Benedictos. A foul is called on Taguig. Yasa called for the foul. As Taguig only trailing by 3. They were down by as many as 12 in this matchup, 22-10, but they finished the first with 7 unanswered points. Nesio from the key. The pass to Benedictos at the left corner against Natividad. Benedictos drives. Benedictos scores and a foul. And Harold Benedictos will go to the free throw line after that foul. As you watch this move by Harold Benedictos, absorbing contact, the foul is on Kevin Oliveria. And Benedictos will shoot the bonus. One of the holdovers from last conference's team. Benedictos sinks that bonus shot. 5-point lead or 6-point lead for the Republicans. Oliveria to Sampurna at the left corner. Guarded by Capasio. Oliveria the long 2. That's short. Sampurna around and out. Loose ball. And Capasio steps out of bounds. So repossession for the Generals. Sampurna against Capasio. Sampurna baseline drive. Sampurna with the lay-in. What a move by Mike Sampurna. Lead down to 4 after that shot by Mike Sampurna. Capascio with the ball. Over now to the key, a three-pointer. That's short by Santos. And now Natividad against Nesho, almost losing the ball. They go to Sampurna, steps back. Sampurna drives, drop pass, Oliveria. Triple team. Sampurna from the corner, that's short. Santos with the cleanup. And the lead is down to 2 for the Republicans. Nesho. Bounce pass to Javier. Capascio. The one-hander. No good. Rebound. And it goes in for Christian Nesho. Natividad to Sampurna. Sampurna orchestrating a play. To the corner now, Natividad. Bounce pass. And a miss by Galoy. And up ahead, Nesho all alone for this layup. And Nesho gives Bulacan a 6-point lead. Galoy to Oliveria. Handoff. Sampurna with 7 on the 24, and we have a foul. Foul on Ivan Santos, as we have Castro and Sobrabas returning for Taguig. And that's Fidel Castro on your screen as you watch this play. Fast break play by Nesho. Castro at the right wing against Capascio. They go to Galoy. Missing on that 3. Santos with the board. Capascio against Castro. Inside, deflected by Noel Santos. Castro stops. Takes a 3. That's good. And Fidel Castro drains that 3. Lead down to 3. Nesho signals play number 2 against Sobrabas. Nesho to Javier. Straight away 3. Short. Ball goes to the Taguig Generals. Eight minutes left in the second period. Bulacan up by 3. The largest lead was at 12 for the Republicans. Noel Santos to Galoy. Galoy with 8 to shoot. Galoy for 3. That's good! And we are tied at 29. And Galoy, one of the new players for Taguig, making an impact immediately. Nesho and Galoy diving for that ball. And Taguig applauding the effort. As we see Jeff Lorenzo now in the game once again. A look at Galoy in his first NBL game. A miss by Javier, the rebound by Oliveria. Castro at left against Capascio. They go to Santos at the elbow. Hand off to Castro from the foul line. In and out. Rebound by Galoy. And that ball will stay with Taguig. And Bulacan arguing that it was off Galoy. 12 on the shot clock for Taguig. Galoy against Capascio. Bounce pass to Oliveria. Hand off to Sobrabas. Sobrabas, the dish. Oliveria, long 2. Around and out. Rebound by Lorenzo. Lorenzo at left against Galoy. Lorenzo. Bad pass. Picked up by Fidel Castro. And Nesho, almost a deflection. Six minutes and 39 seconds left in the second period. We are tied at 29. Mayo and Lontok back for the Generals. Lontok at the key as we see the numbers. Points in the paint, 22 for the Republicans, 12 for Taguig. Foul on Lorenzo. And if you've just joined us in our first game, La Union with an auspicious return to the NBL. They beat the Laguna or the Las Piñas Oil Machine 130 to 111. Jap Pambid, our best player of the game. Meanwhile, Mayo losing it. Up ahead. Santos called for the foul. Foul on Fidel Castro. As Ivan Santos will shoot 2 free throws. Santos missing the first. Santos, a product of TIP. A miss by Santos. 29 all is our count. Galoy at right. Mayo, handoff to Galoy. Galoy shoots a 3. Short. Picked up by Mayo. Nice pass to Lontok for 2. And now the Generals ahead by 2 after that basket by Lontok. Look at the bench points. 24 Taguig, only 9 for the Republicans. And on Mike Sampurna with 6. That's off the bench for Taguig. As we take a look at the replay, Lontok with an easy 2. Subrabas guarded by Nesho. 5 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Galoy playing extended minutes in his first game in the NBL. Mayo to Galoy. 3 on the shot clock. Galoy fires. Short on the 3. Rebound by Nesho. Nesho stops and pops. Off the back rim. Loose ball. We have a loose ball foul. And the repossession will go to Bulacan. Five minutes and 4 seconds left in the second period. Taguig now ahead by 2 after trailing by as many as 12. As Coco Tansyoko now back in the game for the Generals. Santos to Medina at right. Pass to Santos. Santos attacks. Off the mark. And Bulacan will head to the line. Aldrich Liwag will shoot 2 free throws. Foul on LJ Mayo. A look at the play. Liwag with the board. And the foul on LJ Mayo. Liwag converts the free throw. Liwag, a product of Lyceum. He makes the free throw. We are tied at 31. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second period. I'm Ruben Terrado on the call for the opener of the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022. Tansyoko against Capasio. Looks for a teammate. Lontok. Hand off to Subrabas. Subrabas drives. Drop pass. Lontok. Short J, no. Loose ball picked up by Subrabas. The drop pass once again to Lontok for 2. And Taguig now back on top. As Bulacan requests for a timeout after that basket by Jonats Lontok. We'll take a break. to the coverage of the NBL on Solar Sports as well as on NBL Facebook, YouTube, and Kumu as we watch again that shot by Jonas Lontok to give the Generals a 2-point lead, 33-31, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second period. Again, the Generals trailed by as many as 12, but now they are right back in the thick of things. The Generals with a 2-point lead. Bulacan now with the ball. Gabe Capasio with possession and a turnover. And that's off the foot of Lontok, but nice effort there by Jonas Lontok. Bulacan with the repossession. In the first period, Capasio had 12 points to lead the Republicans, but so far Capasio has been quiet in this quarter. And we have an 8-second violation for the Republicans. And that's Coach Bing Victoria of Taguig. He led the Generals to the championship in Season 2. They beat the Pampanga Delta during that final series in 2019. Galoy to Subrabas against Lorenzo. Subrabas with Mayo, Lontok, Galoy, and Tanshoco on the floor for the Generals. 2 on the shot clock. Lontok. And that's a turnover, a shot clock violation for the Generals. And now Bulacan with the ball. Nesio now with possession. He loses it. But that was deflected by a Taguig defender. And Taguig arguing that it was off Nesio. Sampurna back in the game. Nesio being bothered by Galoy. Santos to Nesio at left. Lorenzo from the key. Off the back rim. Rebound by Sampurna. Sampurna to Tanshoco. Shoots a three-pointer. Around and in for Coco Tanshoco. So now the Generals up by 5. Lorenzo. He attacks. And there is a whistle. As we watch this shot by Coco Tanshoco from downtown. Tanshoco now with 6 points. 2 3-pointers in the game for Coco Tanshoco. And again, the bench providing a spark for Taguig. Tanshoco and Sampurna leading the way with 6 points, along with Jonas Lontok, one of the starters of this game for Taguig. As Lorenzo sinks the first. 2 for 2 for Jeff Lorenzo. 3-point lead for the Generals. Galoy against Nesio. Galoy playing very well for Taguig in his first game for the Generals. Sampurna against Lorenzo. And Sampurna almost running out of room. And meanwhile, Coach Bing Victoria sues for a timeout. We will be back shortly. This is the NBL on Solar Sports. A look at the shot clock of the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. They've installed that new shot clock as well as a new Jumbotron scoreboard on top of the floor of the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium, of course, through the efforts of the Governor Daniel Fernando who incidentally is also the head coach of Bulacan. For this game though, it's going to be Coach Raymond Borromeo who is calling the shots for the Bulacan team. Back to the action. Tansyoko from downtown, no good. And we have a loose ball foul. And that will go against Lontok. Second foul on Jonas Lontok, and Taguig now in penalty. So 2 free throws for Aldrich Liwag. Liwag. No good. Liwag with 4 points in the basketball game. Again, Liwag, a product of LPU. Missing the shot. Taguig with the ball. Sampurna at the corner. Yasa. Back to Sampurna. Guarded by Medina. Natividad against Capasio. 8 on the 24. Natividad screen by Santos. Natividad, nice pass inside. Santos, top shot, no good. Yasa, the tip in, no go. Capasio against Natividad. Capasio the running shot. No, he passes to Liwag. And that's a turnover. Bulacan down 3 after leading by as many as 12. Taguig has regained their form. Natividad with the ball. We have a foul away from the play. So foul is on Medina. First foul on Jobert Medina. Noel Santos with the ball at the foul line. Pass to Tansyoko, fakes. Tansyoko fires. Too strong. Loose ball picked up by Natividad. Takes a quick jumper. Around and out. Rebound by Liwag. Capasio on the break. Capasio drives. No good. Liwag, offensive board. We have a whistle. And let's see the call. Let's watch the play. Capasio hangs in the air. Liwag with an offensive rebound deflected by Tansyoko. And so a foul is called on Coco Tansyoko. So Liwag will shoot 2 free throws. And Liwag misses the free throw. 1 minute and 43 seconds left in the second period. The second game of our NBL opener. Again, in the first game, the La Union Power defeating the Las Piñas Oil Machine 130-111. Job Pambid with 25 points to take the best player of the game honors. 36-33. Taguig on top. Santos to Sampurna. Sampurna swings it to Santos. Inside pass, deflected. Ball will remain with the Generals. 12 on the 24. Sampurna will trigger it in. The pass comes to Tansyoko. To Yasa. Back to Tansyoko. Open lane. Scores. But there is a whistle before that basket. So the foul will go against Javier. So that's the foul on Ervin Javier. 8 to shoot for Taguig. Natividad stops and pops. No good. Iyasa tries to dunk that follow-up shot. But Iyasa will shoot two. As we watch the play, Natividad with the miss, but Iyasa unmarked. And Iyasa shooting 2 free throws and he misses. And Iyasa played during last year's Chairman's Cup for Taguig. And now he's back for the Generals. Another miss by Iyasa. 0 for 2 for Iyasa. Still a 3-point lead for the Generals with 1 minute to play in the second period. Javier to Liwag. Liwag at the paint against Iyasa. They go to Nesio. 10 to shoot. Bad pass by Christian Nesio. So scoring a slowdown for both teams as we end the second period. Sampurna. Tansyoko at the right corner against Capasio. Iyasa against Liwag. Handoff. And a turnover. Iyasa unable to complete the pass to Tansyoko. Another turnover. 35 seconds left in the second period. 3-point lead for the Generals. Nesio against Sampurna. Attacks. Nesio scores! And the lead down to 1. Santos escapes the defense. Santos scores! And Santos with the deuce. As he found that open lane, Santos with 4 points. Last shot time for Bulacan. Capasio with the ball. Capasio steps back. Shoots a 3. No good. 6 seconds left. The outlet to Natividad. 3 seconds left. The pass to Sampurna. And the Generals now up by 5 to close the second quarter. And after trailing by as many as 12 points, Taguig in front by 5 as we head to the halftime break. Highlights of the second period. Benedictos with that top shot. Nesio completes this fast break play, but Bulacan, after leading by as many as 12 points, now trailing by 5, Fidel Castro drains that three-pointer. The Taguig bench playing solidly here in this game. Jonas Lontok with that deuce. Christian Nesio with this top shot. But still, Taguig in control. Noel Santos with this running shot. Taguig up 40-35 at the half. We will discuss the first half when we come back.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown. handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway. Gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat, kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat. Hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad, ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa, sa alab na puso laging aasa, handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway. Gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat, kahit ang pawis bumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat. Hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad, ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag kahusayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin. Kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin na lahat ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila,
We are at halftime of the NBL Chairman's Cup opener. The Generals up by 5 over the Bulacan DF Republicans here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. Let's watch the highlights before we resume play here in the Chairman's Cup, as we see Lontok with that reverse layup. And Capasio on fire in the first quarter. Bulacan led by as many as 12 points in this first quarter. That was one of the baskets of Gabe Capasio, but Kiko Tansyoko and the Generals were able to come back. They cut the deficit to 5 at the end of the first period. And then in second quarter, Taguig went on a run and took the lead as the bench of Taguig contributed to this game. Fidel Castro nailing that three-pointer. Christian Nesio, one of the leaders of Bulacan in this game. But Noel Santos with this tough basket to give Taguig a 5-point lead at the end of the first half. A look at the stats. Both teams shooting 38% from the field. The Generals out-rebounding Bulacan by 8. Look at the bench points. 27 for the Generals, only 13 for Bulacan. And the Republicans with more turnovers, 11 to 9. Leading scorers for this match, Gabe Capasio with 12 for the Republicans. Nesio with 10. Lorenzo and Liwag with 4 apiece. For the Generals, Mike Sampurna leading the bench mob with 8 points. Jonats Lontok with 6. Tansyoko also off the bench scoring 6. And Fidel Castro with 5. Welcome to the live coverage of the NBL on Solar Sports. This is the opening day of the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022, the second conference of the season. Mike Sampurna hoping that the Generals will go all the way after winning the Season 2 crown 3 years ago. For the Bulacan Republicans, after finishing second place behind the Pampanga Delta last conference, Bulacan out to win it all with this new look team led by Gabe Capasio. And again, the Generals ousted by the Republicans during the semifinals last conference after taking a 1-0 lead in their best of 3 semifinal series. Bulacan was able to win the last 2 games to advance to the finals. Coach Bing Victoria on your screen, looking to lead Taguig to a title victory once again this conference. But the road will definitely be tough, with Pampanga eyeing for a 4th straight NBL crown and La Union returning this conference. Third quarter now underway. Subrabas on the floor along with Mayo, Gilbero, Lontok, and Castro. Meanwhile, Subrabas with the floater. And a good start for Taguig. Bulacan with Lorenzo. Capacio, Santos, Javier, and Nesho on the floor. Nesho against Subrabas. Spin move. Javier with a one-hander. And now Taguig looking to score quickly. But the defense of Bulacan right there. Mayo now with the ball against Capacio. Subrabas, the pass to Gilbero. Baseline drive. And he loses it. And the ball will go to the Republicans. Lorenzo across the timeline against Gilbero. Javier to Nesho. Dumps it to Santos. Against Lontok. Santos, the hook shot off the glass. Doesn't go. Nesho with the board. Lorenzo, baseline drive. Off the mark. But we have a whistle. Subrabas with a foul. As we see Medina entering the game once again for the Republicans. Bulacan down by 5 after leading 22-10 in the game. Medina against Castro. The pass to Lorenzo, baseline. He fakes. He passes to Santos. But the ball lands to Nesho, who drains a 3. And now the lead is down to 2. 5 straight points for Bulacan and a steal by Nesho. He scores. And we are tied at 42. Subrabas. And we have an offensive foul. Subrabas called for that offensive foul. As you watch this play, the ball lands to Nesho and he converts that 3. And Nesho with a defensive gem and the layup to tie the game at 42. They dump it to Santos once again against Lontok. Santos. And that is a miss by Santos. And now Taguig with possession. We are tied at 42. Mayo to Gilbero to the corner. Lontok at right. We have a whistle on the play. And a foul is on Jeff Lorenzo. Nine minutes and 15 to go in the third. We are tied at 42. Gilbero. He drives the pass. Subrabas. Short. And the loose ball picked up by Nesho. Up ahead. And Medina with this layup. And Bulacan back on top. Medina all alone for that basket. Taguig, can they answer? Mayo, the pass to Gilbero for 2. Lorenzo at left. To Javier. Nesho against Subrabas. Nesho attacks to Lorenzo. Short on that 3-point attempt. And now Subrabas to Mayo. Stops, takes the jumper from the foul line, short. And the rebound goes to Mayo. Castro wide open. That's way off. And the ball will go to Bulacan. Castro misfiring from downtown as you watch this replay. Nesho with the dish to Jobert Medina. Medina with 4 points on the other end. A high percentage shot from Richmond Gilbero. Nice pass. Nesho with a reverse and a miss. Taguig with the leather. Mayo tries to attack inside. The dish off to Gilbero and a miss. Lontok offensive board. And Lontok with the finish. Seesaw battle. Santos. And we have a whistle. Lontok called for the foul as we watch the replay. Lontok powering his way inside over Ivan Santos. Benedictos from downtown, that's short. Castro ahead to Subrabas. Waits for his teammates. And that ball deflected by Medina. 7 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third. Taguig holding a slim lead over Bulacan. As we have Galoy back in the match for Taguig. Galoy fires a three from the corner. Too strong. Rebound by Medina. The outlet pass to Capasio. Capasio uses the left hand. That's short. And that possession will remain with Bulacan. Capasio with the miss. He hasn't scored since making 12 points in the first period. Capasio playing his second conference in the NBL. Capasio fires a three-pointer. In and out. Rebound by Subrabas. Subrabas. They go inside to Lontok. Double teamed. And he scores plus the foul. And Lontok with a nice move inside. Nice fake by Lontok. And the finish. And Lontok will shoot the bonus. Lontok with 12 points in the game. Extending the lead to 4. He misses that bonus shot. As Lorenzo now back for Bulacan. Javier being guarded by Lontok. Lorenzo calling a play against Subrabas. Screen by Liwag. They go to Javier. That's short. And Mayo with a rebound. Mayo with 7 rebounds in the game. Despite being held scoreless so far in the game. Galoy against Lorenzo. The pass to Lontok. Backdoor play. And that was deflected by Bulacan. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third period. Taguig still up by 4. The pass comes to Mayo. Mayo escapes the defense and he scores the lay-in. The lead now is at 6 for the Taguig Generals. Javier to Capasio. Dumps it to Liwag. Against Lontok. The hook shot. And Aldridge Liwag with the basket. Liwag with 6 points. Galoy. And that's off the leg. Oh no, that's ball, or that possession will stay with the Generals as we look at this move by Aldrich Liwag against Jonats Lontok. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left in the third. The Generals up by 4. Lontok at left. The pass to Galoy. Bounce pass to Lontok. Lontok. Outside, Tansyoko. From the foul line. That's good. And this is now a 10-0 run for the Generals. They are up by 8. Or 6, I should say. And Taguig has forced another turnover. 8-second violation for the Republicans. And now Galoy will trigger it in. Subrabas. Inside pass. Blocked from behind by Medina, but there is a whistle. And Jobert Medina called for the foul. Another look at that play. Nice pass by Subrabas. Medina challenges that shot. And a foul is called. Mayo shooting 2 free throws. 7 rebounds for LJ Mayo to go along with his 2 assists and 2 points. And Mayo sinks the first. Mayo, a double-double machine in previous conferences. And you can still expect this performance from Mayo in this tournament. Mayo was once awarded a mythical 5 plum in Season 2. He converts on the free throw. 8-point lead for Taguig. 5 minutes left in the third. Capasio against Tanshoco. Capasio. Spin move. Capasio, the one-hander, it goes in. Plus the foul. Beautiful move by Gabe Capasio. And we will see that once again. Foul is on Lontok. And look at that spin move. And the one-hander by Gabe Capasio. And Capasio has finally scored after that sizzling first quarter. And he completes the 3-point play. The lead of Taguig down by 5. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third period. I'm Ruben Terrado here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium for the first day of the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022. And another exciting conference in store for you NBL fans. And Natividad now re-enters the game for Taguig. Natividad from the right side. Bad pass there by Natividad. So Bulacan recovers the possession. The Republicans down by 5. Lorenzo dumps it to Liwag. Liwag spins. And Liwag will shoot 2. Yasa slapped with that foul. So Liwag will be back to the line for 2 free throws. Liwag with 6 points and 6 rebounds. And he converts the first. Noel Santos back in the game, replacing LJ Mayo. Liwag, his second free throw. It's short. Yasa with the board. Santos delivers the ball to their front court. Natividad against Lorenzo. Natividad uses the Santos screen. Double teamed. Santos from the free throw line. Tanshoco fakes the 3. Draws closer. And he converts on that long 2. Tanshoco, another basket for Kiko Tanshoco, who now has 12 points. Almost deflected by Tanshoco. They go to Lorenzo. Off the back rim. Rebound by Galoy. Galoy at left. Bounce pass to Santos at the post. Santos inside. We have a foul. Foul on Jobert Medina. Three minutes and 32 seconds left in the third period. Galoy with the ball against Capasio. Screen by Santos. Galoy now at the right wing. Dumps it to Santos. against Capasio. 3 on the shot clock. Santos turns. Santos fakes. And the shot clock violation. Good defense by Gabe Capasio. Three minutes and 17 on the clock in this ball game. You're watching the NBL Chairman's Cup opening game day here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. I'm Ruben Terrado. We are live on Solar Sports on NBL Pilipinas Facebook page as we see that reverse layup by Jobert Medina. Bulacan down by 4. 3 minutes left in the third. Galoy against Capasio. Pass to Natividad. Screen by Santos. They go to the corner. Galoy baseline drive. Drop pass. Yasa short. Yasa tries it again. He loses the leather. Who gets that ball? It's Galoy. Blocked by Liwag. And finally Bulacan gets the possession. Lorenzo to Capasio. Fakes. Takes the shot, off the glass, doesn't go. And it will be Taguig basketball. Foul on Aldrich Liwag. As we take a look at this move by Medina, using the left hand for that reverse shot. Tansyoko to Galoy. Galoy at the corner. Galoy met by the double. Yasa back to Galoy. 7 on the 24. Natividad from the free throw line. That's good. And Natividad with the basket. Under 2 minutes left in the ball game. Or in the third quarter, I should say. And Nesho drives. Drop pass. Liwag fakes. Blocked by Yasa. Another try, no good. Yasa with the board. Taguig on the run, and we have a foul. No basket, says the referee. As we look at this jumper by Dan Natividad. So Bulacan now in penalty, so 2 free throws for Dan Natividad. And Natividad makes the first free throw. One minute and 40 seconds left in the third. Dan Natividad, one of the players that really did well for Taguig last conference. Natividad earned his way to become one of the offensive targets of Taguig last conference. And that won't change for this Chairman's Cup. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third. 7-point lead for the Generals. Capasio drives outside now. Carongoy, fourth tray. And now the lead is down to 4. Natividad calling a play, screen by Yasa, takes another jumper from the foul line, and that's a money for Natividad. 6-point lead for the Generals. Capasio for 3, and now the lead is down to 3. Natividad calling another play against Lorenzo. Screen by Yasa. Screen by Santos. Dumps it to Yasa. Yasa. And he will head to the line for 2 free throws. 44.1 seconds left in the third. As we see this shot by Dan Natividad from the foul line. But Gabe Capasio drains this 3-pointer. Capasio now with 18 points in the matchup. 44.1 seconds left in the third. Yasa missing the first free throw. Yasa off to the left, rebound by Liwag. Capasio against Tansyoco. Screen by Liwag. The pass to the left corner. Benedictos. That's too strong. Rebound by Galoy. Natividad crosses the timeline. Taguig looking to score quickly. Natividad. Another shot from the foul line. And then Natividad with another basket. That's his favorite spot as we see Liwag with the left hand. So action has picked up here. 3-point lead for the Taguig Generals. Last shot time for the Generals, and we have a foul on Benedictos. 12.3 seconds left. Taguig up by 2 points thanks to baskets by Dan Natividad, who now has 9 points. And Natividad back at the foul line. 12.3 seconds left. Natividad makes the first free throw. Natividad now with 10 points as we see Sampurna back in the game for the final moments of the third. Natividad, a product of Iris. He makes the free throw. 5-point lead for Taguig. 11 seconds left. Capasio with the ball against Santos. Capasio at the foul line. Fadeaway shot. Trick us out, but there is a foul. And Capasio will shoot 2 free throws. And Capasio has come alive here in the third quarter. He has 18 points. 12 in the first period. Capasio sinks the first free throw with 2.8 seconds left. Capasio, 2 for 2. 3-point game, 2 seconds left. Sampurna from way out. So at the end of the third, we are in for a thrilling finish to the start of the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022. As we watch the highlights of the third quarter, Christian Necio drains this 3-pointer, but Bulacan trails by 3 at the end of 36 minutes of play. LJ Mayo with that scoop shot. Gabe Capasio comes alive in the third period with that basket. Capasio now with 18 points. And Natividad also scoring for Taguig. At the end of the third, it's a 3-point lead for the Generals. We will return shortly after this break.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malat.
Welcome back to the NBL on Solar Sports for the opening games of the NBL Chairman's Cup 2022. The Generals up by 3 as Carongoy misses the 3-pointer. Inside pass. Nice play. Santos with the finish. But what a pass there by Dan Natividad. Taguig up by 5 to start off this fourth and final quarter here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. Capasio from the free throw line. That's short. Tansyoco with the board. Natividad from the foul line again. Blocked by Santos, but he draws a foul. So Natividad has been unstoppable from that spot. As we watch it again, Ivan Santos challenging that shot by Dan Natividad. And Natividad with 13 in a game, but he misses the first. And Jobert Medina returns for Bulacan. Natividad, no good. And a lane violation. No, I think it's a lane or a loose ball foul. And the possession will be retained by Taguig. Natividad, the pass to Yasa. 10 on the 24. Yasa against Ivan Santos. The one-hander, that's short. And a loose ball foul once again, but this time against the Generals. Bulacan now with possession with Necio. Along with Capasio, Ivan Santos, Lorenzo, and Medina. Santos, open lane. And we have a whistle. Foul on Natividad. And Bulacan regains the possession. Lorenzo triggers it to Capasio. Back to Lorenzo. 10 on the 24. Lorenzo fires a three-pointer. That's good! And Jeff Lorenzo wide open for that three-pointer. Lead down to 2. Natividad against Necio. Look at the pressure defense by Necio. Natividad off the glass, doesn't go. Loose ball picked up by Capasio. Capasio crosses the timeline. They go to Santos. Santos, everything but the shot. And Santos will shoot 2 free throws. A look at this three-pointer by Jeff Lorenzo from downtown with the shot clock winding down. Lorenzo now with 7 points in the game as Ivan Santos misses from the free throw line. Santos still scoreless in this game. 0 for 5 from the field. And Santos finally on the scoreboard. The lead is down to 1. Subrabas at left. To Mayo. Guarded by Capasio. Mayo attacks inside. And a foul on Bulacan. So more free throws in this game. Foul on Ivan Santos. So 2 free throws for LJ Mayo. Mayo with 2 points and 7 rebounds. He misses the free throw. Again, the Generals up by 1. They trailed by as many as 12, but they are right in the game after that second quarter attack where they outscored the Bulacan Republicans 23-13 in that second period. Meanwhile, Sampurna collars the miss. Sampurna at left against Capasio. Dumps it to Lontok against Ivan Santos. Lontok, kick out. The extra pass, Sampurna. Almost a steal by Lorenzo. Mayo, no good. Lontok, still won't go for Jonas Lontok. And we have a traveling violation. So Lontok taking too many steps on that play. And a chance for Bulacan to tie this game. Lorenzo brings the ball to the front court. Lorenzo from the free throw line, short. Loose ball picked up by Nesio. Back to Lorenzo. Capacio to Santos. Draws a foul. And Taguig now nearing penalty. And that's already the 5th team foul of Taguig. Or my mistake, that's only the 4th team foul of Taguig. But Taguig now nearing penalty. So they have to watch out for those fouls now. Capacio against Mayo. 3 on the shot clock. Santos losing the ball. Lontok still at the backcourt. And Castro to Mayo. Sampurna drives to the corner. Subrabas wide open. Too strong. Loose ball picked up by Medina. Medina drives. And that is a miss. Wasted chance for Bulacan. Oh, and that ball hit the referee. And that ball will go to Bulacan. And that incident drawing cheers from the crowd here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. Capacio. Screen by Santos. Capacio to the corner. Nesio. Too strong. Rebound by Taguig. Sampurna finds Subrabas from the corner. Off the mark. Rebound by Bulacan. Nesio to Medina. Drop pass. Capacio finishes. And Bulacan now on top by 1. Capacio with the conversion. 1 point lead for the Republicans. Capacio now with 22 points. And we have a whistle. So check that. Our score is tied at 68 as we watch Medina with that dish to Capacio for 2. Another look at this unselfish play by Jobert Medina. So again, our score is 68-68. We are tied with 7 minutes and 36 seconds left in the ball game. Natividad. At right, inside, Tumayo. Drop pass to Lontok. Lontok with the reverse. And the Generals regains the lead. Lorenzo for 2. We are tied once again at 70. Nearing the 7-minute mark of this ball game. Natividad against Medina. Natividad now at the left wing. Goes to the foul line. His favorite spot. Same result for Dan Natividad. Another basket from that spot for Dan Natividad. Meanwhile, wide open is Liwag. He scores on a foul. And Liwag will go to the line after that foul by LJ Mayo. A look at this play. Bulacan finding Liwag wide open inside. And Liwag completes a 3-point play. And now Bulacan in front. 1-point game. Natividad calling a horn formation. Double screen for Natividad. Natividad still with the ball. Inside pass to Lontok. Across. Wide open Sampurna. Off the back rim. Rebound by Nesio. Bulacan looking to extend the lead. Lorenzo. Wild shot and he scores! No look shot by Jeff Lorenzo. And let's see if they will count the basket. What a shot by Jeff Lorenzo. Let's take another look at that play. Absorbing contact and he just threw up that basketball. And that went in off the glass. What a shot by Jeff Lorenzo. And they will count the basket, so a 3-point play opportunity for Jeff Lorenzo. And he completes it. 4-point lead for Bulacan. Natividad with the ball. The pass to Galoy, back to Natividad. Double screen once again for Natividad. He spins, pass to Mayo. Mayo, way off. And ball lands into Lontok. And Lontok takes advantage. Bulacan up by 2. Liwag with a screen. Capasio, no look pass. Nesio, baseline drive. Drop off pass to Liwag. Loses it. Natividad with the ball. Goes again to the foul line. Another basket from that spot for the Natividad. And we are tied at 76. Natividad with 17 points. Almost a steal for Natividad. Lorenzo asking for a screen. Lorenzo, baseline drive. Lorenzo. And that ball will remain with Bulacan. As we take a look at this shot once again by Dan Natividad from that same spot. And that has been money for Dan Natividad. Capasio scores and a foul. And Capasio a chance to extend the lead. As we take a look at this play. The foul is on LJ Mayo. And Capasio now, again taking over. Capasio with 24 points and make it 25. 3-point lead for Bulacan. 5 minutes left in this ball game. And a steal. Capasio. Nesio at left. To Lorenzo. Shoots a 3. Off the back rim. Rebound by Galoy. Galoy now at the front court. Hand off to Sampurna. Back to Galoy. At the left corner, Lontok fakes the pass. 10 on the shot clock. Lontok posting up to Galoy. 5 to shoot. Galoy for 3. And we are tied at 79. And now Nesio looking to answer. Drop pass. Santos. Short stop for 2. And that's the first field goal of Ivan Santos after missing his first 5 shots. Galoy loses the ball on his way up. And that's a turnover. A look at this shot by Galoy from behind the arc. And Bulacan with the answer, Ivan Santos with a 2-hand shot. And again, another exciting finish to this matchup between Taguig and Bulacan. They have been creating classic ball games in the past conferences. And for this game, it's no different. Last conference, Bulacan was able to defeat Taguig in the semifinals by winning the last 2 games of their best-of-3 series. A steal by Natividad. Pass to Galoy. And the left hand by Galoy. We are tied at 81. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game. Taguig showing some pressure. Jobert Medina at right. He drives. Drop pass. Santos powering his way through. No good. And now Subrabas crosses the timeline. Bounce pass to Natividad. Losing the ball. And a steal, Capasio. Outlet pass to Nesio. 2-on-1 break. Nesio scores and a foul. And Nesio extends the lead. The foul is on Harvey Subrabas. Let's watch the replay. Nesho absorbs the contact. And the ball right through off the glass. Nesho breaks the tie with that lay-in. And an opportunity to extend the lead to 3. 3-point play for Christian Nesho. Taguig with the possession. They are down by 3. And Galoy almost losing the leather. Galoy fakes the 3. Subrabas, touch pass to Santos. 10 on the 24. Noel Santos up and under. Block. Santos scores and a foul. And what a response for Taguig. Noel Santos converts on that short stab for a chance for a 3-point play. Foul is on Ivan Santos. 5th foul on Ivan Santos. And Santos keeping his focus to score on that short stab. And Noel Santos ties the game at 84. Under 3 minutes left in the second game of our NBL opening game day. Capasio against Santos. Capasio looking to put on the moves against Santos. The miss by Capasio. And now Natividad. At the key against Nesho. Screen by Yasa. Now being guarded by Santos. Inside pass to Yasa. That's way off. Rebound by Bulacan. But Medina almost losing the leather. Yasa at the backcourt. So it's 5-on-4 for Bulacan. Capasio open. Around and out. Rebound by Galoy. And now Galoy on the attack. Pass inside. Yasa. And there is a foul. And Yasa limping. Might have rolled his ankle. So let's see. There's Yasa. He will shoot 2 free throws. But he is in pain. Let's watch this play. Galoy finds Yasa, who was on the backcourt after hurting his foot. And look at that. Yasa limping. And now he's being carried off by his teammates. And he will be replaced by Coco Tansyoko, I believe. So in terms of free throw shooting, Tansyoko could be the most consistent free throw shooter for Taguig, but this time he misses the free throw. So I might have jinxed Coco Tansyoko on that trip to the foul line. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this ball game. Again, an exciting finish to a Taguig Bulacan game. Tansyoko misses. 0 for 2 for Coco Tansyoko. So now it's Bulacan's turn to take a shot. Lorenzo, one-hander, doesn't go. Santos with the board. And there is a foul. And Bulacan in penalty, so an ill-advised foul on Jobert Medina. So we will see 2 free throws for Taguig. Noel Santos at the line. Santos, 1 of 1 from the foul line. And he makes it. Taguig back in front. Taguig again trailed by 12 in the first period. But at the moment they are on top. A miss by Noel Santos. 1 point lead for the Generals. Lorenzo at the left side. Liwag inside. One-hander. It trickles in. Aldrich Liwag gives Bulacan the lead as Taguig requests for a timeout. with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the ball game. Look at this pass by Lorenzo and the finish by Aldrich Liwag, a crucial shot. We will take a break. This is the NBL on Solar Sports. Welcome back as we see the numbers of Aldrich Liwag. 12 points, 8 rebounds, including that crucial shot to give Bulacan the 1-point lead with 1 minute and 39 seconds left. Taguig with the basketball on this possession. Natividad pass to Santos. Against Liwag, Santos fakes. Loose ball. Picked up by Natividad. 7 on the shot clock. Natividad still with the ball. Natividad. But there is a foul. And Bulacan in penalty. 2 free throws for the Natividad. Foul on Jeff Lorenzo. So 2 free throws for the Natividad. Natividad with 17 points. 3 of 7 from the foul line. So Natividad will be tested. Oh, and a miss by the Natividad. And Sampurna returns for Tansyoco. Natividad. Chance to tie the game. And another miss. Rebound by Liwag. And Bulacan looks to increase the lead, and Nesho requests for a timeout. And Bulacan will map out a play in a bid to increase this lead with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the ball game. We will return shortly. Seconds left in the ball game. And Bulacan again featuring new faces in the lineup. And they are holding their own against the veteran Taguig Generals, with Gabe Capasio leading them with 25 in the game. He also has 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And Bulacan with possession. Chance to increase the lead. They go to Capasio. No, Liwag still with the ball. And now Capasio with the ball. Against Sampurna. 9 on the 24. Capasio, the one-hander off the back rim. Loose ball picked up by... And it's going to be Bulacan basketball, but they will review the play. One minute and 7 seconds left. They will review the play after that miss by Gabe Capasio. Let's see this. And the ball goes to Nesho. And then Subrabas was right there to contest. Another look. So the ball goes to the vicinity of Nesio. Subrabas fighting for it. So still a close play. We haven't seen clearly who touched it last. A look at Christian Nesio and Harvey Subrabas. And they are still reviewing the play. And it will be Bulacan basketball. So the referees have made their decision. Bulacan with the ball and a timeout requested by assistant coach Raymond Borromeo. Coach Bing Victoria also mapping out a plan here as Bulacan with a timeout. We will take a break. Welcome back as we see the fans from all ages enjoying the action here at the Bulacan Provincial Capital Gymnasium. Bulacan will have the ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock, 1 minute and 7 seconds on the game clock. Bulacan out to escape with this victory, but they need to score. They are only up by 1. Capasio. The pass goes to Lorenzo. Back to Capasio. Capasio outside. Lorenzo. From the foul line. Lorenzo arrives out. Rebound by Subrabas. And now Taguig. They can take the lead. And Natividad request for a timeout with 58.8 seconds left in the ball game. We'll take a break. Welcome back as we watch this shot by Dan Natividad, and he has been on fire in this game. Dan Natividad with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, 7 of 10 from the field, most of them from that spot, his favorite spot from the foul line. And Dan Natividad looking to deliver once more, and we won't be surprised if they go to Dan Natividad in this play as they go for the lead with 55.8 seconds left. Santos to Natividad, as expected. Against Nesio, the screen by Santos. Santos, the drop pass. Galoy for 2. What a play for the Taguig Generals. And Galoy with the finish to give Taguig the lead. What a sequence. Unselfish basketball for Taguig. Santos finds Galoy inside for 2. And now the Generals are up in front. What a pass by Santos, finding a much open Galoy for 2. And now it's a turn of Bulacan to map out a play. 1 point lead for Taguig with 49.3 seconds left. A look at the huddle of the Bulacan Republicans, who led by as many as 12 in this game. But now they are forced to take a shot that will give them the lead, as they are now trailing by 1 with 49.3 seconds left. Lead assistant, Raymond Borromeo. Drawing up a play. And Gabe Capasio on your screen. And we can also expect the ball to land into Gabe Capasio. As he has had the hot hand. Capasio with 25. 49.3 seconds left. Bulacan with the ball. Nescio the inbounder. Liwag to Nescio. Finds Capasio against Sampurna. Capasio attacks. Capasio stops. Takes the shot. Too strong. Rebound by Natividad. 40 seconds left. And Natividad has requested for a timeout. Taguig with the ball, but they still need to score on this play. Capasio missing on that shot. Another look. Sampurna right there. Capasio steps back. Everything but the basket for Gabe Capasio. And now Taguig looking to score in this play. We will hang on to the air. Or no, sorry, we will take a break and come back in a moment. Okay. A look at the tournament format, and every game counts based on this tournament format. Single round elimination, top 2 teams will advance outright to the semifinals, while the third place team until the 6th place team will play in the quarterfinals. So again, every game counts, and that's going to be important, the top 2 spots, as those teams will move to the semifinals outright. And now Taguig looking to extend the lead. 36 seconds left. Natividad with the ball. Against Capasio. 10 on the shot clock. Screen by Santos. 8 to shoot. Natividad takes a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Capasio. 20 seconds left. Capasio loses the ball. Natividad now with possession. Santos waits for his teammates. The pass to Galoy. No foul called. Natividad requests for a timeout instead. 11 seconds left in the ball game. Bulacan unable to take a shot as they commit a turnover. Natividad with the hustle play. And Taguig was able to maintain the possession despite the pressure of Bulacan. And now, Gabe Capasio on your screen. Bulacan will be forced to foul as they are now in penalty. Shot clock is off. A look at the huddle of Taguig, clinging to a 1-point lead with 11 seconds left. And again, another classic finish to a Taguig Bulacan contest. And if you would recall last year, during the quarterfinals of the Chairman's Cup 2021, it was also Taguig against Bulacan, with Taguig stunning Bulacan despite a twice-to-beat advantage by the Republicans. And then revenge on the part of Bulacan in the next conference as they won twice against Taguig to oust them on their way to a final slot. Again, 87-86. Bulacan in penalty, so we might expect a foul from the Republicans and hope that Taguig will miss their free throws. Bulacan still has 2 timeouts left. Galoy with the ball, and there's a foul. 9.2 on the clock. The foul is on Nescio. And that will send Edsel Galoy to the line. Crucial free throw for Galoy. 10 points, but this is his first trip to the foul line. Galoy to extend the lead. Around and out. So still a one possession game. Regardless of whether Galoy will convert or not. Galoy makes it. And Coach Raymond Borromeo calling for a timeout. And they will try to tie this game or even take the win in this final possession. We will take a break and come back shortly. We are back with Taguig clinging to a 2-point lead with 9.2 seconds left. The Generals needing a last defensive stand to stave off Bulacan. Meanwhile, the Republicans eyeing to tie this game or even take the win. And we can expect the ball to go to Gabe Capasio, and Capasio, very familiar in clutch moments, as last conference, Capasio hit a buzzer-beating jumper in a game against Quezon. So we can expect the ball to also go to Gabe Capasio. Earlier, Capasio missed on that shot. But can he redeem himself? Other players also dangerous for Bulacan on the floor for the Republicans. Medina, Nesio, Liwag, and Lorenzo, who can also hit from downtown. Here we go, 9.2 seconds left. Lorenzo. Medina. Drive, spin move. Medina uses the left hand to tie the game. 5.5 seconds left. Jobert Medina with the lay-in. And we are tied at 88 with 5 seconds left. And Taguig with the timeout as we watch this play once again. Nice move by Jobert Medina. Spin move against Natividad. And converts on the left-hand layup. And now Taguig with the ball. Can they bounce back from that shot by Jobert Medina, to the delight of the Bulacan fans in the building? And again, 5.5 seconds left. We are tied at 88. Taguig with the last shot. And again, another classic finish to this basketball game between Taguig and Bulacan. What a start to the NBL Chairman's Cup. An exciting second game between Bulacan and Taguig. And now we can hear the fans as we see Aldrich Liwag, 14 points, 9 rebounds for Bulacan. Here we go, Taguig with the ball, 5.5 seconds left. Tanshoco to Galoy. Galoy from the foul line, one-hander. It doesn't go! And we go to overtime. Galoy almost making the shot, to the delight of the Bulacan fans. And we head into overtime in the first game day of the NBL Chairman's Cup. That was so close. That ball almost going in. And we will play 5 more minutes in this first play date of the NBL Chairman's Cup. We will return shortly. Welcome back. As we take a look at Jobert Medina, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, including that game-tying layup to send the game into overtime. And we will play 5 more minutes after that miss by Edsel Galoy. That one was almost going in, but instead we will play 5 more minutes. Taguig takes the first crack at the basket here in overtime. Galoy for 3. And Galoy atones for that miss with a 3-pointer to start overtime. And now almost a wild pass. Medina with the ball. Medina to Nesio. And loose ball picked up by Natividad. 3-point lead for Taguig. Natividad takes the shot. Scores on a foul. And Taguig scoring quickly. They now have a 5-point lead and a foul is called on Jeff Lorenzo. And that is Lorenzo's 6th foul. And Natividad, under pressure, converts on that shot over Jeff Lorenzo. And all of a sudden, Taguig now up by 5. Natividad, a big game for Dan Natividad. 19 points for Dan Natividad. And he completes the 3-point play. And with only 30 seconds gone by in overtime, the Generals now up by 6 points. Karongoy draws a foul and he will shoot 2. Karongoy called off the bench, will shoot 2 free throws. Foul on Jonats Lontok. And Lontok, that's his 6th foul. So another player gone. This time on the side of Taguig, Jonats Lontok fouling out. Lontok finishes with 14 points and 4 rebounds. Karongoy hits the first. First point of the overtime period for Bulacan. 2 for 2 for Karongoy. Lead down to 4. Tansyoko at right against Nesio. To the corner, Galoy. Oh, a wayward pass. Retrieved by Santos. Natividad from the free throw line again. Around and out. Rebound by Medina. Nesio against Tansyoko. Inside to the corner. They go to Medina. The drive and the hoop. And Medina, another crucial shot. 1-point game. Tansyoko for 3. And that's a huge shot for Coco Tansyoko. 5-point lead for the Generals. Karongoy against Tansyoko. Screen by Capasio. Karongoy still with the ball to the corner. Medina. Baseline drive. No good on that shot. Rebound by Mayo. Taguig protecting a 5-point lead. Santos at the key. They go to the corner. Tansyoko wide open for 3. And now the lead is at 8 after that 3-pointer by Coco Tansyoko. Coach Raymond Borromeo calls for a timeout. Under 3 minutes left in the ball game as Taguig has now increased its lead to 8. Watch this shot by Jobert Medina. But Taguig finding their shots. Tansyoko with a 3-pointer. Another look from the corner to give Taguig an 8-point lead. We will take a break and come back after this timeout. This is the NBL on Solar Sports. Welcome back to the NBL on Solar Sports. Coco Tansyoko, one of the heroes of Taguig so far in this game. 15 points, 3 of 5 from threes. And the Generals now up by 8 after that three-pointer by Coco Tansyoko. Ken Bulacan bounce back after conceding some crucial shots. Nesho with a miss. Offensive rebound by Capasio. Off to the right, Galoy with the board. Taguig protecting an 8-point lead. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in overtime. Natividad finds Tansyoko, steps back, shoots a three. Way off. Capasio with the rebound. Nesho on the run. Nesho. The pass. Karongoy. And the lay-in is good for Karongoy. 6-point game. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in overtime. Santos to Galoy. Last 2 minutes of the ball game. Brought to you by Converge. We have Galoy with the ball at the right side. Galoy attacks. Galoy. Wild pass. Steal by Nesho. Up ahead Medina. To Karongoy. Open shot. And the lead is down to 4. And Coach Bing Victoria seen enough. He has called for a timeout. And Bulacan not giving up. Only a 2-possession lead for the Republicans. Karongoy not giving up as he scores on this wide open lay-in. And again, Taguig has called for a timeout. We return to our coverage as we see Kenneth Karongoy in just 12 minutes of play. He has 5 points, all of them crucial shots in overtime. And Karongoy was actually a replacement after one of their players fouled out. That's Jeff Lorenzo. And now he has been stepping up. 1 minute and 39 seconds left. Taguig up by 4. And that ball off Tansyoko. And Bulacan will recover the basketball. They will review the play. But from our angle, we saw that that ball was off Tansyoko. Let's watch it again. Galoy with a pass. And Medina with a deflection. And that ball was off Tansyoko indeed. So a defensive stop for the Republicans. Tansyoko now back on the bench. And again, Bulacan down 4. But they have regained possession. Nesho almost losing his footing. Nesho against Subrabas. Finds Medina. Medina scored that lay-in to tie the game and send this match into overtime. Drop pass. Liwag for 2. And now it's down to a 2-point game. 1 minute and 16 seconds left in overtime. 6 straight points for Bulacan. Santos answers. 4-point lead for Taguig. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Karongoy against Natividad. Karongoy attacks. Karongoy, another basket for Kenneth Karongoy. 2-point game, under a minute left in overtime. Sampurna, inside, Santos, block, but there is a whistle. There is a foul on Bulacan. Capasio was slapped with that foul. As we take a look at this nice pass by Jobert Medina. And Noel Santos now at the foul line. Taguig up 2. Make it 3 after that shot by Noel Santos. 51 seconds left. Bulacan trailing by 3 now. Two for Noel Santos. Tansyoko. To Karongoy. Shoots a 3. It's good! Another crucial shot for Kenneth Karongoy. And Taguig only leads by 1. Santos fakes the pass against Capasio. Santos from behind almost. A steal by Necio. 10 on the shot clock. Natividad drives. Loses the ball. But that was off Medina. And let's see. They will review the play. But I think that ball was off Medina. Let's watch this three-pointer by Kenneth Karongoy. Another crucial shot for Karongoy. And that was off the bench after he replaced Jeff Lorenzo due to fouls. And now here is the situation. 28.7 seconds left in the overtime period. The Generals only up by 1. Let's watch the play. Natividad lost the ball. And I don't know if it was deflected by Necio. And that's what the referees are looking at in the replay. And it's going to be Taguig ball, but only with 7 seconds on the shot clock. So no timeouts being called. Taguig still has 1 timeout. Bulacan also has 1 timeout. Sampurna will trigger it in. 7 on the shot clock for Taguig. Mayo with the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Mayo drives. No good. Rebound by Liwag. A chance for Bulacan to take the lead. Karongoy with the ball. Karongoy has the atan. Karongoy off the glass. Kenneth Karongoy gives Bulacan the lead with 17.6 seconds left. And once again, Kenneth Karongoy called off the bench after Jeff Lorenzo fouled out. Kenneth Karongoy drains some crucial shots, including this one. Karongoy with a drive, the spin move, and the bank shot for Kenneth Karongoy. Another look at the shot by Karongoy. Kenneth Karongoy with 14 points in this basketball game in only 14 minutes of play. And he has given the Republicans a 1-point lead with 17 seconds left. A look at the Bulacan bench. Looking to force Taguig into a bad shot. And again, let me correct myself. Kenneth Karongoy with 16 points in 14 minutes of play. And he has been playing huge in this overtime period. The confirmation, 16 points, 6 of 8 from the field. And that's only with 14 minutes of play for Kenneth Karongoy. And Bulacan now, 1-point game. Taguig with the ball. No more timeouts for Taguig. 17.6 seconds left in overtime. Bulacan still needs to play good defense here. Taguig led by as many as 8 in this overtime period, but now they are down by 1. They go to Santos. Spin move. Outside. Tansyoko for 3. Way off. Natividad tries to save the ball. And it's going to be a turnover for Taguig. And Bulacan now making sure they have requested for a timeout with 11.4 seconds left. Tansyoko misses on that 3-pointer. And Bulacan look to close this game out in this final possession. Welcome back as we watch Kenneth Carongo's performance. 16.6 of 8 from the field, 1 assist. Most of his shots coming from this critical 13-2 blast by Bulacan, including this layup by Kenneth Carongoy. His last shot was a lay-in to give Bulacan a 1-point lead with 11.4 seconds left. This was the go-ahead shot by Kenneth Carongoy after he drained that 3 to cut the lead to 1. And now Bulacan is up by a point. What an NBL debut for Kenneth Carongoy. But this is not over yet. Bulacan needs to score. Capasio. No foul called there. 8 seconds left. Capasio triple teamed. And finally there's a foul on Taguig with 5.9 seconds left. But again, Capasio, even if he hits these 2 free throws, it is still a 1-possession game. Taguig can still tie the game on a tray. So apparently, Taguig not yet in penalty, so Bulacan will inbound. 5.9 seconds left. Nesio, bounce pass to Liwag, and there's the foul. 5.2 seconds left. Santos with a foul, and Liwag will shoot 2 free throws. And now, Taguig is in penalty. Liwag looking to give Taguig a 3-point lead. That's short. So still, Taguig with a chance to tie the game on a field goal, even on a layup. They can still tie this game or even win this if Liwag misses this free throw. Around and out. Who gets the loose ball? It's Medina! And there's a foul with 3.2 seconds left. Gutsy effort by Jobert Medina to get that offensive board. And he will shoot 2. Medina back at the line. Earlier, he made that layup to send the game into overtime, and now he can ice the game. Medina makes the first. 2-point lead. But once again, Taguig can still score. They can still tie this game if they go into the length of the court. No more timeouts for Taguig. Medina also playing big in their first game of the conference. Medina, 2 for 2, 3-point lead, 3 seconds left. Sampurna, the pass to Tansyoko, desperate 3, too strong, and that's it. The Bulacan Republicans with a gutsy victory, thanks to Ken Carongoy. And the Republicans open the Chairman's Cup with a thrilling victory over Taguig, overcoming an 8-point overtime deficit to win the game, thanks to that man, Kenneth Carongoy. And the fans celebrating this victory by their home team. And there's the final, 107-104. We will wrap up our coverage when we come back.
handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa, handang sugurin ang lahat. Tigante man ang katapat, panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban.
NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan.
In this thrilling finish to this basketball game, the Bulacan Republicans beating the Taguig Generals 107-104 in overtime. And our Kruberg and Search Fitness and Lifestyle best player of the game, walang iba kundi ang hero ng larong ito, si Kenneth Carongoy, scoring some crucial shots in overtime to lead the way for the Republicans in beating the Taguig Generals in this basketball game on their home court. 16 points, 6 of 8 from the field in only 15 minutes of play. At kasama na natin si Kenneth Carongoy, ang ating Kruberg and Surge Fitness and Lifestyle best player of the game. And Kenneth, gusto naming malaman kasi malamig ka kanina, bigla kang pinasok nung nag-foul out si Lorenzo, no? Ano bang mindset mo nung pumasok ka at inakala mo ba na ikaw pa yung magiging hero kahit na medyo matagal ka sa bench?
Ayun lang, puro depensa lang talaga yung namin. Tsaka, ayun lang, depensa lang talaga sabi ni Coach.
At Kenneth, alam naman natin yung Bulacan Republicans, may mga bagong muka, isa ka na rin doon. So anong masasabi mo, medyo may pressure ba na mag-perform kasi nga galing sila sa finals last conference?
Yun. Sa una may pressure.
Okay, mahihain itong si Kenneth Carongoy, no? Pero sige, bago tayo magtapos, baka may gusto kang pasalamatan.
Minasalamatan ko si Gov Daniel Fernando, management ng Bulacan. Yun lang. Ako si Kenneth Carongoy, certified homegrown na Bulacan.
Okay, a man of a few words, no? Itong si Kenneth Carongoy, tiga Marilao, Bulacan, ang ating Kruberg and Surge Fitness and Lifestyle player of the game. Congratulations sa'yo. Mabuhay ka. And now, let's go to the highlights of this exciting ball game between Bulacan and Taguig, writing another chapter to this rivalry here in the NBL. Lontok with this finish, with that reverse layup. Capasio sizzle in the first period with 12 points in that first quarter alone. And that gave Bulacan a 5-point lead. Coco Tansyoko also playing big in this game. We will see some highlights of his performance later on. Bulacan up by 5 at the end of the first. And in the second period, Taguig took the lead after that slow start in the first quarter. Fidel Castro drains this three. The Generals outscored Bulacan 23-13 in the second period. And this shot by Santos to cap off the second period. Taguig with a 5-point lead at the end of the first half. And in the second period, or in the third quarter I should say, it was a nip and tuck affair. 3-pointer there by Christian Nesio. And this shot by LJ May also playing big in this third quarter. Gabe Capacio came alive also in this third quarter, but Dana Natividad also sizzled from the foul line as the Generals up by 3 at the end of the third in the fourth period. And it was an exciting finish with Lontok scoring on that reverse layup. Jeff Lorenzo hits this amazing shot, no look shot by Jeff Lorenzo. But Natividad with this free throw jumper. But in the end of this quarter, Bulacan was able to force overtime thanks to Jobert Medina with this turnaround layup. Galoy with the miss, almost making that shot to send the game into overtime. And in the overtime period, they entered overtime with an 88 tie. And again in the extra period, Galoy hit this three-pointer. Taguig went up by 8 to start off overtime. But the win still eluded them as Kenneth Carongoy scored some crucial shots. This 3 cut the lead of Taguig to 1, and after a missed shot by Taguig, Kenneth Carongoy with his spin move and the go-ahead basket with 17 seconds left to give Bulacan the lead, and the victory 107-104 is the final. Bulacan, a strong start to their Chairman's Cup campaign. So that ends our coverage of the opening day of the Chairman's Cup, and we hope to see you next time for another set of games here in the NBL. Again, La Union winning the first game, and Bulacan also beating Taguig in overtime. In behalf of our production team and our league officials, I'm Ruben Terredo. We will see you next time. Ito ang NBL, ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown.